Hi everyone, this is Mark from Rio Hondo College, and today we're going to work on submitting an online Rio Hondo College application as a dual enrollment student. So you'll start by opening a web browser, preferably Google Chrome. And to get to Rio Hondo's website, you could go directly to the website by typing in riohondo.edu, or you can Google Rio Hondo College and it'll be the first link. Okay, Rio Hondo College. So this is our home page. And to get to the application, we'll click on this rectangular button that says Become a Student, Apply Now. From there, you're going to scroll down and select the student type, dual enrollment. From here, scroll down to number 2 and click there. And click the small yellow Apply Now button. All right. So on this page, you have two options, either create an account or sign in. If you are taking a dual enrollment class for the first time, right? This is your first time taking a dual enrollment class with the Rio Hondo College or any other college, you're going to click create an account. If you've created an account already because you've taken previous dual enrollment courses, right? You're just going to sign in. Once you click sign in, you're going to enter the email or phone number that you used previously to make the account, right? So enter that. Again, this is for students that are signing in that have an account already. If you forgot your username or password, there's a recover your account option, so you could do that as well. But to begin, we'll start by walking through the steps to create an account for the students that this is their first time, okay? For students that are signing in, go ahead and do that, and then just like fast forward the video a little bit to get to the part where I'm actually working on the application. But for now, we're gonna work on creating an account. All right, so what we're doing right now is creating a California Community College account. So this is the account that you'll use to submit a Rio Hondo College application, but this account is the same one you'll use throughout all the California community colleges. Begin by you typing in an email. And once you enter your email, it's going to, once you click here, it's going to email you a verification code. Okay, so at this point, go ahead and log into that email account so you could retrieve your verification code. To verify your email. And what we're doing right now is just creating our profile. So it's going to ask for basic information, that's contact info, personal info, and credentials. Okay, so go ahead and start typing in this info. That's your email address, the one that you just entered and confirmed. It'll most likely be saved there already. You're going to enter a primary phone number, so like your cell phone number. Okay, and then answer this question if you're currently homeless. And this is where you're going to type in your address. Okay, I'm doing this process alongside with you, so the information I'm entering is actually just the address from Rio Hondo College. But of course, enter your own address. After you enter your address, click next. And this is where you're going to enter your legal name. Please make sure the name that you enter here is how it reflects on your like ID or just legal documents. It needs to be the same. Okay, if you don't have a suffix, you don't have to enter it. Preferred name, you don't have to enter it. This just means if you have a name that you prefer to go by. But if you go by your legal first name, then you don't have to enter a preferred name. Also enter your date of birth. Confirm your date of birth and continue. This is where you're going to enter a password. Right here, there's a helpful menu on the left, which shows you the information you need to include in your password. And as you type it, it will check off, what is needed in the password. Okay, so as you can see, since I met all the criteria, it's going to show a green check mark. If you're missing something, right? So say, for example, you didn't enter at least one number, it's going to show red. So make sure that password you enter meets all the criteria on the left so that everything turns green. Once you enter that, you'll create your account. And now we're actually in the Rio Hondo College application, right? That first part was just creating your California Community College account. I recommend that every part of the way, make sure that you save or write down, right? Maybe a note section on your phone, in your notebook, write down the email that you used and the password you created so that if you have to sign into this again, or maybe take more dual enrollment classes in the future, you have access to it, okay? So right here, if you scroll down, it'll show your information that you entered. If you ever need to edit your account, right? Maybe you changed your email address, phone, right? Whatever it is, your address, you could edit it here. But for now, we're going to work on the application, again, as a dual enrollment student. So we're going to click here, start a new application. Okay, the sections that we need to fill out are all broken down here on the left, and we're going to go through each one. Right here, term applying for. This is really important because you want to select the term that you're taking the dual enrollment class. So say, for example, you're taking a dual enrollment class in the spring of 2023, then you'll select that, okay? But again, right, it just depends when you're taking the course. Say, for example, you're taking a course in summer 2023. So you have to select the term that you're taking the course. For the example today, we'll submit a spring 2023, but you're going to select the term that you're taking the course. The next three questions, educational goal, major category, and intended major. These questions are not important as a dual enrollment student. So on this one, on these three questions, you could select whatever option, okay? It's not going to impact your application. Some of these questions are designed for students that are graduating from high school and want to attend Rio Hondo College as like an incoming freshman, right? But since you're a dual enrollment student, some questions are not important, just like these next three. So again, select whatever you would like. And then continue. You could also click save. It's nice to click save because if the application times out, or if there's like a glitch on the site, once you come back to this application, your information will be saved. So you could click save and then continue. Right here, okay, so now we're on the profile section. So previous name. So as it reads, if you've ever legally changed your name, put yes. If not, you can select no. Social security number. As a dual enrollment student, a social security number is not required, okay? So since it's not required as a dual enrollment student, we're gonna select no. And then check this box. If you would like, and if you have your social security number and you have it with you, you could enter it. But again, it's not a requirement to enter this number as a dual enrollment student. Okay. Parent guardian info. So select the statement that applies to you. So if any of these statements right here apply to you, then you'll select the option. Okay. After parent guardian info, we'll continue to current mailing address. If your mailing address is the same as the address you entered when you initially created your account, right? You could click that your mailing address is the same. If you receive mail at a different address, go ahead and enter that different address. But if it's the same, right, you could just click right here. All right, so we'll save and continue. Right. It looked like there was an error there, so let's see. Hopefully it'll continue. Okay, cool. So right here under education, college enrollment status, okay, since you are a dual enrollment student, the enrollment status that you will select is the one at the very bottom, enrolling in high school and college at the same time. Okay, this one's really important too. Enrolling in high school and college at the same time. High school education. Okay, this one will be auto-filled for you, so you could just skip. Current or most recent high school attended. So this is for the school you're currently going to. Okay, so you're going to select I attended high school. Okay, and the rest of the information, like I mentioned, is for your current high school. Select the state. Right here, you're going to enter the name of your high school. What I suggest to students is that you'll type in the name of your school, and then you'll put Mountain View, like say for example, right? Mountain View High, okay? This part of the application is particular because if you put school after high, it limits your options. So you just want to put the name of your high school and then high. From here, once you scroll down, sometimes, as you can see here, right, there's multiple high schools with the same name. So you want to select the high school that has the same high school name and the correct city. Okay, so one of our local high schools in the area is this one right here, located in El Monte. So you'll click there, right? But again, you're entering the school that you attend. High school transcript information, okay? Again, as a dual enrollment student, this portion, although we have to enter it, it's not important and it will not impact your application or impact you taking the class. All right, so say for example, if I'm a current 12th grader, right? Since I'm currently in that grade, the highest grade that I have completed was my junior year. Okay, since I'm still currently a senior. Okay, so whatever grade you're in right now, put the previous year. Right here, it does not have to be exact. Okay, if you'd like, and if you want to check your transcript or your student portal, you can look for this information, but you could just put your best guess. Okay, just put your best guess. Right here, this is asking for the highest English course you completed. So again, whatever year you're in currently, you're going to put the previous year. So if I'm a current senior, I'm going to put the English class that I took in 11th grade, right? So whatever year you're in, the previous year. Same thing about the grade, does not have to be exact. You could just put an estimate. Same thing for math, the math class that I completed last year. The grade I received. And then continue. For college education, since you're all currently still in high school or a lower grade, it would be no degree. College or universities attended, it would be none. So even though maybe you've taken dual enrollment classes, right? Just still put none, that's fine. Continue or save and continue, right? All right, so now we're on citizenship and military. Okay, on this section, go ahead and answer this question, how it pertains to you. Just as a side note, if you are a student that is undocumented, you can put other and then no documents. All right, but again, your citizenship status is not going to affect your ability to take a dual enrollment course. Okay, so select the option that fits you. And then same thing for US military. Select the option that applies to you. Save and continue. This question about California residents, this is asking if your parent or guardian has lived in California since this date. So if they have, then you'll put yes. So again, this is about your parent or guardian. Out-of-state activities, if you're unsure, you can skip. That's totally fine. So you could skip this question, out-of-state activities. Special residency categories, right? Answer these questions if you identify as homeless or if you've ever been in court-ordered foster care. Answer this question about main language if you're comfortable reading and writing in English. Questions about financial assistance. This is about if you're interested in receiving info about money for college. Again, since you're dual enrollment, some of these questions don't really pertain to you. For this one, take a look. If none of these look familiar, right? TANF, CalWorks, SSI, it's totally fine. If you're unsure, you could select no. Again, athletic interest, right? So this is for our students that are actually going to Rio Hondo as a incoming freshman, right? But for your case, you're just a dual enrollment student. Okay, so you could just select no. For this question about programs and services, this is about programs and services we offer on our campus. Again, another one about a question for incoming freshmen that have graduated high school. Okay, so for this one, you could skip to. Okay, so this is, we're almost close to the end. We're at 2 more sections left. So we're on demographic info. Answer the question about gender, how you feel comfortable. Parent guardian education levels. Okay, if you know their education level, you could enter it. But if you're unsure, which is totally fine, you could select unknown. That's okay as well. Okay, so if you're unsure, you could select unknown. Okay, race and ethnicity. So answer this question if you're a Hispanic or Latino. Right here, it's going to give you options. Select the one that applies to you. Okay, but of course, there's different options. You could select multiple or just one. Okay. Right here, if you answered on the top, you don't have to answer on the bottom. Okay, if you don't identify as any of these, then you could continue. All right, last question, supplemental questions. Again, more for our graduating seniors that are incoming freshmen, right? For dual enrollment students, you could skip this one too. Continue. All right, so now we're at the end. You could review your application if you'd like. The two most important things on this application are the term, right? So it's the correct term that you're taking a course. In this case, this is for spring 2023, but this is just an example. If you're taking a class in a different term, then enter that one. Okay, that one's one of the most important ones. Another important one is education status, okay? So as a dual enrollment student, you would identify as one that's enrolling in high school or lower grade and college at the same time. It's also really important that whatever email or number that you enter, that you have access to that email or number, because Rio Hondo will send you, right, once we complete the application, they're gonna send you follow-up emails, okay? So make sure it's one that you have access to. Okay, so you could review it, make sure everything looks good. If everything looks good, you can answer these consent questions. So basically stating if you give permission to Rio Hondo to view the info you entered, but you could take a look at these questions, right, for yourself and answer. However you answer these questions will not affect your application or your ability to take a dual enrollment course. Okay, so if you consent or not, and then you do have to check these ones here. Okay. From there, you can click submit my application. All right, so now this is our confirmation page. I suggest to take a screenshot or picture of this page right here, because it's important to have your confirmation number. If something happens with your application, if there's an issue with it, a Rio Hondo rep could help you resolve that issue if you have this confirmation number. Okay, this is just a confirmation number for the application. All right, so great work today. And again, what we just completed was submitting an application to become a dual enrollment student. Thank you.